Hey, what's up, guys? Boxing with B. All right, we're going to talk about this past weekend a little bit and then this upcoming weekend. So first off, last weekend, Danny Garcia stepped in the ring versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Now, I thought, let's just say it was a good performance from Danny Garcia, okay? I thought he did well. He moved well. He was in control of the fight. Maybe Benavidez won, maybe 2 rounds, I would say, about that. But what he was doing the most of was going out there and kind of taunting Danny Garcia and telling him like, oh, you're not hurting me. Taking those body shots unnecessarily. Waiting on defense. Opening up the guard just to be like, you're not hurting me. Let me taunt you a little bit more. But for what? Why keep taunting him when the whole fight, Benavidez didn't really throw much? I mean, every time he unloaded, he exploded. It was like, all right, we got ourselves a fight. He looks okay. But, the whole time it was more of just defense, taunting. Hey, come at me. Oh, you didn't hurt me. That's not going to win the fight. That's not even going to convince the judges that, you're winning the fight. So it was kind of a one-sided, it pretty much was a one-sided fight for Danny Garcia. But what we saw from Danny, he went out there, he looked good. He was moving, the defense, the offense, it was all there. And then at the end, he had fun in the final round, taunting Benavidez back. And at the end, you saw the sportsmanship. So throughout the whole taunting and everything, it was just giving a show. Putting on a show for the fans, even for themselves, having fun in the ring, I guess. At the end of the fight, they both go up to each other and just say, good fight, good sportsmanship. So that fight, it was entertaining in the fact that you have well-known names. You see Danny Garcia in the ring again. And I think Danny needed this win. He needed to go out there and prove to himself again that, he has what it takes to have that, to get that win, to get that victory. So credit to Danny. He looked good out there. Good performance. But then this upcoming weekend, we have Vergil Ortiz Jr. versus Michael Mckinson. Now, this fight we were supposed to see a while back, a few months ago, but due to health reasons, Vergil had to pull out of the fight. Mckinson still fought against a last-minute replacement. And I remember watching that fight and thinking, Mckinson's performance, it went to decision against a last-minute replacement who wasn't expecting to fight him. Whether he looked him, he overlooked him, was like, oh, I'm not fighting Vergil. I don't have to go out 100%. Whatever the case may be, the performance that I saw that night cannot be the same performance that he gives Vergil this Saturday. If he does, it's going to be not an easy fight because no fight's an easy fight really, but a one-sided fight, I might say yes. Vergil, we'll see if he's, what we were seeing before, just so explosive, basically just gonna conquer the ring. We'll see if that happens or whether, he took that time off due to his health reasons and maybe we might see a little bit of a ring rest. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below. Do you guys think Vergil's gonna pull this win very easily based on what you remember seeing from Mckinson the last fight? Or do you think it's gonna be a good fight? Let's see if Mckinson went home, did his homework and was like, I watched myself against my last-minute my last-minute opponent replacement. And I didn't like how I looked. I don't think I'll do that well against Vergil if I perform like that. Let's see if he did his homework or if, we just see a kind of one-sided fight. Either way, this fight I'm going to tune into. It's going to be who is going to lose their O. Both fighters are undefeated, but I think the caliber of the performances that we see from these fighters is pretty different, but you never know what happens. You can never count anyone out in the sport of boxing. So we'll see what happens this Saturday. Make sure to tune in. These fights will be on DAZN. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And to all of you that have already subscribed or have been there since day one, thank you guys for tuning in again. Head over to the Instagram, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to go back and forth and talk about the fights when the fights are happening, then go to Twitter. I'm pretty much always on Twitter when it comes to the fights. I don't tweet 24/7 like that, but when it comes to the fights, I will be on it. So if you tweet me, hey, are you watching the fight? I'll respond to you. Or, hey, I thought this. What did you think about this? I'll respond. So head on over to Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe here. And again, thanks for tuning in. Fight. Breaking news. This is the guy that's going to give him the biggest fight.
And then guess what?
Fight.